IPs will have a choice. Some may choose to stay and fill supervisory positions in the Tweet Squadron, but will want and need most to enter a local checkout to either the T-38 for fighter and bomber pilots or the T-1 for the tanker and airlift pilots. After upgrade, these IPs will spend the remainder of their tour in the advanced phase aircraft, both applying and building on their operational experience. Our IPs for the AT-38 course will be drawn from existing T-38 fighter IPs at each of our bases. They may continue to help out in the basic track, but their principal duty will be teaching fighter fundamentals. We see this new approach as having the following advantages. First, it has a strong major weapon system or operational focus, more closely aligned with both what the student can expect in his or her major weapon system, and it's built around the strengths of a very different IP force than what we have out there today. Second, it offers choice for our IPs to change aircraft after a year and a half, or to stay and assume supervisory positions in the Tweet, or to prolong their T-38 stay through participation in our AT-38 program. And third, it offers variety. A high-energy program flying 2 or even 3 aircraft in one tour. This helps prevent the IP burnout that we've seen with a basic syllabus in a single aircraft over a prolonged period. We're not going to wait for SUPT to start these initiatives. We're convinced that this is the way to go, and we're going to start on Monday in a manner of speaking. We're prototyping this immediately at Reese, where our wing leaders are identifying a few Tweet IPs to transition to their advanced training aircraft, the 38 or the T-1. At our bases which haven't yet converted to SUPT, we'll identify a smaller number of pilots to transition, and we'll implement the program fully once the T-1s arrive at all our bases. We estimate our local training programs will take less than half the time of our current PIT, and since it's a local upgrade, these IPs will incur no additional commitment while getting experience in another aircraft. Roughly half of the typical IP's tour will be spent honing his or her skills to re-enter their major weapon system just as they are preparing their students for initial system entry. Students who could be very well their future wingman or co-pilot. We feel these changes will help USUPT to truly be all it can be for both the student and the IP. A couple of other key points to this new program. As our IPs check out and fly the advanced phase training aircraft in a much more operations-oriented syllabus, their 38 time will count toward fighter or bomber time, and their T-1 time will be credited as tanker or airlift time. Additionally, in a change which is mostly symbolic but indicative nonetheless, we're changing the AFSCs of our pilots in the advanced tracks of SUPT so that they'll become a bomber or a fighter AFSC with a suffix for the 38, depending on what type of airplane they came from, and an airlift tanker AFSC with a suffix for those in the T-1. These AFSCs will also carry a special schoolhouse IP prefix. Other points we hope prospective IPs might consider include some that have going for us today and that will stay with us in the future. Flying time. Our IPs in both the Tweet and the 38 are knocking down an average of over 20 sorties, or about 23 hours each per month. Add these to our operational syllabus, our new machines, the AT-38 opportunities, IP cross-flow, major weapon system counter time, and the chance to work and fly with pilots from other parts of the Air Force, and you have a flavor of what our training program can offer in its new configuration. If you're interested in leadership positions, and I know that's a player for some of you, we have plenty to offer as well. ATC offers chances for supervision at a relatively junior rank that you might not normally find elsewhere. Each of our flight commanders today are responsible for about 18 to 20 students and 10 to 15 instructors, and oversee as much daily flying activity as a typical fighter squadron. Then look down the road. There are currently 20 flying squadrons in ATC, which will need commanders with instructor experience, a number which will increase to 44 under our expanded command structure with SUPT fully implemented. So with a tour as a schoolhouse instructor early in your career, you'll have postured yourself just right for broader leadership opportunities down the road, either in our command or across the Air Force. But now's the time to think about it, because now is when we need your experience. So you can see this is much more than a reorganization or a shuffled personnel movements. We're working on a mindset change, developing a program which recognizes that this is our job, all of us who wear these wings today, to train our future generations of flyers, and that an instructor tour is a right part, a necessary part, and an important part of a career as an Air Force pilot. Look around you in your outfit. You're looking at the world's best pilot force. What will it look like a generation from now? I hope you feel like I do. That's too important a question to leave to some outfit that's out there on the periphery. This isn't the ATC that I went through a few years back, and it's changing fast from what it was when you went through. Today I've discussed new directions, a very different philosophy about the way we'll train pilots and how we'll use our IPs. And we need you to help us build something better. We'll need 210 new IPs between now and the end of this year. 136 of those by June, as we move our FAPEs out to their operational assignments. We hope you'll consider becoming part of our command. Talk it over with others and with your squadron leadership, and give us or MPC a call. We believe a tour as an instructor has a lot to offer, and we'd like to give you any information you'd like as you explore available opportunities. Tomorrow's Air Force will be smaller, and yet we need to be even more capable than in the past. We can't make that happen without your help. We're looking forward to hearing from you. Check 6 and fly safe.